$15.15 now, proud to bring to you the GTS Podcast, Guys Talking Smack, the podcast where we talk about whether Smackdown was a smack up, smackdowner, or a smack in the face. This is your boy, EJ the King.
It's your guy, J.Fields.
And Smackdown took place this weekend.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I got nothing.
Home of the Colts.
The Pacers.
Home
of Zebo and Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grizzlies.
The Indy 500. Where Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl.
I don't like Peyton Manning.
That's my guy.
I know.
That's my dude.
Yeah. Before we go over this show, J.Fields, do you have a match to watch for?
Yep. ROH, episode 283. It was the finals of the Decade of Excellence tournament between Jay Briscoe and Christopher Daniels, in which we saw Christopher Daniels defeat Jay Briscoe to earn a ROH World Heavyweight title shot this Friday night, live on pay-per-view, against Adam Cole, baby, for the ROH title. This is a title that Christopher Daniels has never won, so they really did a really good build of this the one that this the title that he never won. And the finals match between Jay Briscoe and Christopher Daniels, I mean, like, the two of them, like, no cheap shots, just a match of respect. Like, two dudes in the ring fighting for it all. Like, Jay Briscoe trying to be a 3-time World Heavyweight champion, Christopher Daniels trying to win the title for the first time. Like, hard hits, like, back and forth. Like, it's just a damn good match. Like, they told a damn good story. Like, if you like good storytelling wrestling, Christopher Daniels, Jay Briscoe, Decade of Excellence finals. Check it out.
Alrighty. News and rumors. Really don't got much this week. Guess we can talk about the Sami Zayn. He did an interview with I forgot who it was. Don't mind me I forgot the source, but I'm pretty much talking about, if you prefer the veterans that's being pushed for the main event to take a back seat to the young guys. He said, yeah, he kind of had a problem with it, but because, you see people like Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, all these other guys, doing live events, taking the bumps, falling through tables, doing cage matches, chairs matches, and all that other type of stuff. But yet they don't get the opportunity to shine on the biggest stage. And, he kind of like, yeah, he doesn't mind the veterans being there, but it kind of, it kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth, which we also reflected, as fans, like, I'm not going to dig in too deep about this, but, you got these people busting their ass week in and week out, but you let somebody come in to do a 22-second match and get the title and get the shine and get the headline, a pay-per-view, and you was there the whole year. That's like you working at a job all year. Then get ready to get that Christmas bonus. Somebody else come through the door, just start working, they get the bonus too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that'd piss me off.
Yeah, that pissed me way fuck off. So,
or like you play all the regular season games and you get to the playoffs and they say, all right, we finna bring in Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. Come on in here and get this this playoff money.
Get this shine.
Like, I'm the one that's been taking the hits all year. The bumps and the blows.
I mean,
I'd be pissed about it. But, I guess, they can't really talk too much about it. Because then they seen as being, they'll really, they'll de-push a guy for talking too much.
But, I feel like I said, since this is a raw situation, I'm just going to go ahead and get this over with and talk about it now. But, like, it seemed like Sami Zayn is in the same position where Dolph Ziggler was. Like, we know he can go. We know he has the talent. But yet you give him these losses and feel like he takes so many L's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if they was to give a rematch to Sami Zayn versus Joe at WrestleMania, you know they're not gonna give Joe that L. You know what I'm saying? And like Zayn just been floating around putting on great matches, but yeah, he takes a bump. Like he lost to Kevin Owens Monday.
That's the one that bothered me. And he lost in such a way to where like it was almost like an extended squash. He got in very little offense.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that was just to show how angry Kevin Owens was. But you just, I mean, yeah, people are going to still cheer Sami. People still going to, you know, like Sami for his ability to fight back.
Right.
But it's like, he didn't need to lose. He didn't need to lose Monday. He just lost to Kevin Owens a couple weeks ago. They just had this match a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then they just had the Samoa Joe match on Sunday, and he lost that. Like, here I was thinking that they were going to position Sami Zayn for like a big run. You know, the Braun Strowman. He lost to Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he survived, quote unquote, but then they had the last standing match, and he got completely demolished. I mean, like the dude can't catch a break. I mean, maybe they need to find another title.
I mean,
get another title. Get another title.
Even Sterling alluded to this on RBU that, you know, like, ain't no reason why Sami Zayn shouldn't be holding that USA title.
Yeah.
US title. I say USA title. US title. I mean, like I said, it's just crazy, you know. And it's not like a recruiting pitch. I'm trying to throw this Raw and SmackDown all the time, but it's like give him the necessary wins and ring time that it'll benefit his character. Like all these L's, like how do we supposed to? I mean, like I said, even if he's all of a sudden win, like you know, like Sami. I mean, we in the back of our minds, Sami Zayn can lose at the end of the day now, like anytime. Like and it's just kind of you know, like I said, I just hate that situation. Like he said, he spoke up on it about the interviews. It's like, I mean, like yeah, you know, we bust our ass all year, but basically, you know, when it comes time to the big show. Y'all fall back. We're gonna put a couple of y'all in the Andre the Giant Royal Rumble. I mean, Battle Royal and shit. You know, like I mean, like shit. Throw Goldberg in the Battle Royal. Shit. You know, like I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how they mistreating. Well, I won't say so much mistreating, but misusing the talent. It's like people shouldn't just be like, okay, I'm so glad to be in the WWE. It should never come to that. Like everybody should be trying to be at the top, and you got too much damn talent there to just be completely ignoring everybody you got. Like it's not about ratings. I mean, like to me, like Goldberg winning the title, you know, Brock winning the title a couple years ago, all this stuff, yeah, whatever. I don't think it did any more major numbers for the brand or for the show than any more ratings or any more merchandise sale or any more tickets were sold. Mm-hmm. I mean, they could have had Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg 3 without suffocating the title.
I mean, holding the hostage.
Yeah.
And even like I said, once again, this is a raw situation, just like the U.S. title. I mean, Sterling now brought this up as well. It's like, I knew this. I even said this during the podcast. I mean, during the show on Raw that the title, I mean, they making the match between Kevin Owens and Y2J about the title. And it ain't.
It's not.
It's what I mean, the rivalry is way bigger than the title. So that title just there.
And for Kevin Owens to come out after losing the big title, the Universal title, and say, now I want to take your title from you. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you don't. You want to whoop this man's ass because he cost you the Universal title and he cost you a win against Goldberg.
It makes no sense.
That's what you want to whoop his ass for.
Right.
To hell with a U.S. title. That's not what your goals are. That's like Stone Cold losing the WWE title, coming out the next night saying like, you know what, Benoit, Jericho, Angle, I want the Intercontinental title.
Or I want the European title.
I want the European title. Like, no. Triple H never lost the world title. The next night came after the Intercontinental title. It just don't work. Or the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Some of these cats have never been U.S. champion because they went straight to the top and that's where they were.
And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying?
Rightfully so. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just puzzled by all of it.
And I guess we can still stick based on things that pisses us off. The new WrestleMania 33 poster is out. And if you think the WWE learned their lesson at the Royal Rumble with the poster, you think they got it right? You're wrong. I'll probably put this in the show notes, the poster, so you can see it yourself. But once again, you have your WWE champion, Bray Wyatt, the champion, the main belt, pushed all the way to like the 4th row into the side to put shine on your 3 part-timers, which is Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, and The Undertaker, all on the front row. I mean, wow.
No respect for the hard work, you know.
And mind you that I looked at this poster about 2 minutes till I found AJ. Oh, there goes AJ. AJ all the way in the back once again. But I mean, anyway, I'm AJ Mark, but still, that's not right. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, that's not why we're here. Let's move on to the rundown. So, J.Fields, we do a pleasure.
We got a doozy this week. A lot of stuff happened. All right, so Smackdown took place in Indianapolis, Indiana. The show kicked off with Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn coming to the ring to basically give rationale for why they decided to book the AJ Styles versus Randy Orton main event for the #1 contender to see who will face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Shane alluded to the fact that he was in favor of AJ getting the shot. Daniel Bryan said that he was more traditional because Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, and in the years of WrestleMania, there's never been a time where the Royal Rumble winner didn't fight the champion. It just seems like, and I'm sitting there listening to them say that, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, it should have been the other way around, because Shane's a freaking McMahon. He should be following tradition. Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on, they went through that segment just to kind of pump the main event for later on in the night. Then they come back from commercial break. AJ Styles is walking backstage, and he confronts Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn, saying that he's going to make the best out of a bad situation, and that he is going to WrestleMania as the #1 contender, beat Randy Orton, going to WrestleMania as the #1 contender, and face Bray Wyatt. That's where he belongs. Next up, we had John Cena and Nikki Bella versus James Ellsworth and Carmella. Before the match could kick off, Miz and Maurice came out. Their music hit, which distracted Nikki Bella, and it allowed Carmella to hit a super kick on Nikki when she turned around. Fast forward to the close of the match, we got a double 5-knuckle shuffle. We got a double attitude adjustment, and we got a double STFU. And then I had a double get the hell off my TV and a double gouge my eyes out because I don't want to watch this crap.
Agreed.
And we saw Nikki Bella and John Cena win the match. They tried to celebrate and hug, which is very weird looking. But two people that love each other, it just looks really weird on a wrestling show with them trying to be like so in love with each other.
Right.
Which led to the Miz and Maurice attacking Cena and Nikki Bella at ringside. They left them laying at ringside. Cena got thrown into the steel steps, and Nikki Bella got shoved into the ring post. And then the Miz gets on the mic and says that Cena's relationship with Nikki Bella is a lie, and that his relationship with Maurice is real. That's real love.
Real love.
Real love. And then he says that the relationship between Nikki Bella and John Cena is plastic. It's all lies. It's just something that they've done to build their brand, their individual brands, and it's fake.
Thank you, Miz.
Thank you, Miz.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about you here shortly, Mr. Mizanin. And then Maurice gets on the mic to basically drop the mic moment and says, yeah, break that bitch to Nikki Bella. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid man. Following that, we had Renee Young backstage with Randy Orton. And he says that even though AJ Styles is phenomenal, slightly putting AJ over, he says that because of what he's done to Bray Wyatt, he's in a different place. And it'd be best if AJ Styles run.
Nice.
Following that, we got Kurt Hawkins in the ring calling out Dean Ambrose for the attack that Dean Ambrose brought to him last week. And they never had their match. Dean Ambrose comes out. Kurt Hawkins tries to cut him off.
Chad Hawkins.
That's
what Morrow called him.
Yeah, Chad Hawkins. I don't know why they keep doing that. So Ambrose comes down to the ring, and Hawkins tries to cut him off at ringside, but gets dropped at ringside. And then Ambrose gets in the ring and says, he tries to call Corbin out. But Corbin appears on the big screen and says that he doesn't move according to Ambrose's request or his demands. He doesn't do what anybody tells him to do. And Dean says, you know what? That's okay. I'll come find you. So as he leaves the ring, he has Dirty D's on the floor to Chad Hawkins. And then he goes up the ramp, headed backstage to locate Baron Corbin. With a couple of quick little segments, they talked about Rick Rude. Shout out to Rick Rude being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. The ravishing Rick Rude, simply ravishing. They showed that cutscene, and then they went back to Ambrose walking around to show that a couple times, and then they went to Mojo Rawley backstage with Dasha Fuentes, and he makes a big announcement, a massive,
huge,
enormous announcement. Breaking news. I mean, like, hold the phone. He announces that he will be entering the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which leads to because he's talking about he wants his WrestleMania moment, which leads to Dolph Ziggler interrupting and saying that you're not going to get a WrestleMania moment because you haven't earned it, kid. And then Mojo fires back and says, well, that must be the reason why you don't have one. Oh, burn.
That was pretty good.
That was a good burn. That was a good burn there.
Mojo's pretty good on the mic.
Yeah, he's holding his own. And then Ziggler comes back and says that, don't get too tired, trying to reach for that brass ring. And then they walk off in segment. Following that, we go back to Dean Ambrose, still walking through the arena. He's covered quite a bit of ground. He finally finds Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin is holding one of the security guards hostage, and he uses the security guard to fling him into Dean Ambrose to cause a distraction to allow Corbin a chance to attack Dean Ambrose with a steel pipe. Maybe it was a lead pipe. It was a pipe, nonetheless. And
not a crack pipe, though.
Not a crack pipe. And he hits Dean Ambrose in the ribs. Dean kind of gasps for air and everything like that. He kind of stumps on him, and then he drags him over to a forklift. And then Corbin gets in the forklift and drops the forks down across his chest and throat area, stomach area, as he gasps for air. And then all the referees run in and say, hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. And then they able to, start the forklift and get the forks off of Dean Ambrose.
Get the forks off.
Get the forks off.
The fork are you doing?
Yeah, get the forks.
Okay, anyway, I'm sorry.
Get the fork out of here. Okay. And then, so that's how that segment ended with Corbin basically walking off and Dean Ambrose gasping for air and coughing on the ground. He's hurt people. Then Alexa Bliss comes down to the ring. Our SmackDown Women's Champions come down to the ring for her Blissertation, where she talks about what she was supposed to announce, who she planned to fight at WrestleMania, but before she could get a chance to do so, Becky Lynch runs down to the ring and basically says that it should be her. Natty comes down to the ring and says it should be her. And then Alexa then Daniel Bryan comes out and says that, you know what? I'm going to have you fight all the available women on the SmackDown roster. You will fight every available woman on the SmackDown roster and defend your title at WrestleMania. Like that. Not Nikki Bella. That's not right. Mickie James even is included in that because she came to the ring with Alexa. She was actually kind of surprised when Alexa didn't say that she was going to defend the title against her.
They thought they had a deal.
Because they thought they had a deal.
I did like the fact that Alexa called Becky a Chucky doll.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Alexa's good. I kind of hate the fact that the crowd was kind of
dead. They was dead
during that segment. I think Alexa really carried that moment, though.
Yeah, she did damn good.
Damn good promo. And, I mean, let's be honest. Alexa, we love you. But this leads to Daniel Bryan making a tag team match for SmackDown. Coming up next in Teddy Long fashion, he even does the little holla holla thing, and JBL goes wild for that. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Natalya and Becky Lynch, which we saw Natty for the 100th million time turn on Becky Lynch. She hits a German suplex on Becky Lynch, and it allows Mickie James to get the pin on Becky. And then post-match.
No. Alexa tagged herself in.
Oh, that's right. Alexa tagged herself in. I wrote that incorrectly. Alexa tagged herself in and got the quick pin on Becky Lynch. And then as Alexa and Mickie were celebrating the ring, Mickie James hits the Mick kick, the Mickie James kick, the twisting super kick, and knocks out Alexa Bliss, and then looks at the title and then lays the title across her as that segment comes to the close. Then in ringside, Tom Phillips tells us an update on Dean Ambrose. He tells us that Dean Ambrose is suffering from bruised ribs, coughing up blood. He can't breathe. He needs water.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. And a napkin. Had a sweet tea.
Oh yeah, classic Chappelle.
Classic Chappelle. But he gave us that update, and then we go into our main event. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I know it's gonna be in our review. I just have a feeling. Right before the end of the match, AJ Styles fakes a phenomenal forearm on the ropes where he's gonna springboard in. Randy Orton tried to catch the RKO, but AJ knew he was gonna try it, and he stayed on the apron instead. Orton hit the floor. AJ tried for the springboard for 50. Orton rolled out of the way. AJ did the roll in the ring, and then he ran into to Randy Orton and caught a pop-up RKO for the 1-2-3, which means that now Randy Orton is the #1 contender for the WWE title and will go on to WrestleMania 33 to fight the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. And that, folks, was your Smackdown live from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Alrighty.
Oh, GTS.
It's time for our Smack Up, Smack Downer, and the Smack in the Face. Kicks off with you this week. Just J.Fields. What was your Smack Up? Hot tag.
Hot tag, I feel it. My Smack Up this week was the main event.
Yes, sir.
AJ Styles, Randy Orton. First time ever they fought. I mean, they gave them good time. They got over 20 minutes in the ring, counting, the commercial breaks and everything like that. They got in the ring and they put on a hell of a match. This is 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight of AJ Styles putting on another classic match. I mean, this man's DVD collection is going to be amazing for WWE by the time they make it. I mean, every time this guy's in the ring, he's having the best match on the freaking card. He is the reason why, SmackDown's the A show.
Yes, sir.
And he said it.
I love that quote he said, by the way. He was like, I turned the B show into the show.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
It is the A show now. It is the show to watch. Randy Orton's a big guy. He's a big guy. I mean, he's probably like 6'6", 260, 250. And, AJ Styles technically is a deal of a cruiserweight. But once again, their styles mesh well together. AJ decided to kind of chop down Randy Orton's size and height, power advantage, working on the legs the whole match. I mean, I like that element, Neither one of them really played face in the match. Neither one of them really played heel. It's just two guys trying to get this spot at WrestleMania. And I think it translated well. I figured that it was going to end with the springboard RKO. I felt it.
Yeah, I did.
So when AJ faked it, it was like an oh shit moment. I'm just gonna be honest. I was like, oh shit, that's genius.
Thank you.
It's like this ties into the fact that AJ is phenomenal. It ties into the fact that AJ is a student of the game because everybody knew. He studied the tape because everybody knew. If you've ever gone for a springboard, if you've ever jumped off a rope, if you've ever done anything like that against Randy Orton, that's his prime opportunity to catch you hook, line, and sinker. RKO. So damn good match. I mean, I enjoyed it. AJ was throwing some heavy hits. Randy sold for him. AJ sold for Orton. Just thank you to Orton and AJ. Hot tag.
Couldn't have said it better myself. New match. I mean, fresh match. Nothing negative to say about it. Just the fact that I hate that, it happened on, not saying it happened on SmackDown, but the fact that it wasn't bigger stakes. Like, this should have been for a title or something.
Yeah.
That's how good the match was, and just the fact, like I already alluded there, like I look forward to seeing matchups with AJ and Randy Orton in the future. Right. And like we got it. And like I'm not gonna be selfish or be inconsiderate or too greedy, but like I hate that we got it too early. But like I said, it still leads later on down the line for them to meet again.
Right.
Hopefully it is for the title next time they meet. They don't water this, match down. But just like you said, man, I mean, they gave them plenty of time. Yep. I mean, it started like at 8:25 or something. Like that's when they was
coming to the ring.
Like
like 8:27.
Yeah. So it's like, the fact that they gave them all that time and, I mean, I mean, I just pretty much I'm not gonna go over everything that you said because you pretty much said everything. It's just the fact that like, you know, this freshness to this match, and I just hate that. You know, like you said, when the springboard happened, you know, that was an oh shit moment for me as well. Like, oh, it didn't go the way I thought they was gonna go with it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, okay, this maybe something maybe a swerve, maybe something will happen to the fact that both of them get involved in the match or both of them get counted out or something. But you know, the pop up RKO, and then you know, once the 1, 2, 3 happened, I'm like, oh, well, here comes the build for AJ versus Shane. But,
Yeah.
Back to the match though, you know, like I said, you know, I would love to see. I mean, this is a match I'll watch again.
Yeah.
I'll probably look on Hulu tomorrow or something and check it out again. I mean, like I said, I just can't stress enough because, like I said, I've been a big Randy Orton fan for a long time, and I've been a huge AJ fan lately. So I mean, just the fact that you know these two styles clash, no pun intended. He didn't even get to hit that, John. I just thought about it. He attempted, but he didn't.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. To see their in-ring ability clash together.
Right.
I'm gonna do the pun again. It was just amazing. Like I look forward to that match. I just like I said, later on down the line, next time it happens, I hope it's a bigger stage, you know, bigger stake on top of that. So that's all. I mean, good match. Bravo.
I mean, neither one of them can really have a bad match.
No.
And I mean, they've brought it. I mean, SmackDown has just brought it, and they've led the way with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that they're two of the major components in why SmackDown is doing as well as it's doing, why it's as entertaining as it is.
Yeah. From
Randy Orton being in the tag team division, moving back to the, you know, world title picture, AJ Styles being in the world title picture this whole time since he came onto the show. I mean, it's just damn good.
And it still keeps Randy Orton interesting, you know, without the title. Even before, like you said, even before he's been involved in the Royal Rumble and becoming the #1 contender, like he was still an interesting character. And they kind of like just shifted him in there, and then you know it's okay with it. You know what I'm saying? There's no question on why they're giving Randy Orton a shine. We always knew, like, yeah, Randy Orton's made that material, no doubt. So, you know, like he's kind of known for having those slow, methodical matches. He really couldn't do it to the same pace like that because of AJ. You know, AJ made him stay on his feet a lot.
He had to keep up.
Yeah, so I mean,
keep up.
I mean, like I said, I was already anticipating this match, and like it was great build. Like I said, when they made the statement saying this is a dream match, this is actually a dream match. Like, this is things we talked about before AJ got here. I wasn't talking about no AJ versus Cena. I don't know where they got this shit from.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But this AJ versus Randy Orton, I've been talking about this match. I said, man, I can't wait till they get in the ring together and like it actually happen.
And this is a match that even Orton himself said that he wanted. Right. This is a match that even AJ said that they want. This is something that they had their eyes set on each other even before now. You know, like this is a match that we want to have somewhere. You know, we want to do this. And for them to go out and do it one time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just ready for the next time they do it. Right. You know, I will not complain the next time we get it. Whether it's you know, a couple months from now, another SmackDown, a pay-per-view match, whatever the case might be. I'm ready for another AJ Orton match, definitely.
I was actually a little surprised. I mean, I understand he's probably grieving right now, but I was actually a little surprised Bray didn't play a factor in this match. You know, like anything, like come to the ring, and that's what I was actually looking for. Like after AJ didn't, you know, he was going for that forearm, phenomenal forearm. I was like, okay, I need Bray to come out and do something now. You know, to kind of make sure that this is going to go to a triple threat match and not the match that we know is going to happen now.
Right.
So,
yeah, I was waiting for Bray to show up face to face or attack Orton or something like that. But I mean, we got 4 weeks. Yeah. Well, a little less than 4 weeks now. 20. Well, by the time we get to SmackDown next week, we'll be like 21.
Yeah.
So, well, less than 21. Something like that. So we got less than 3 weeks. So I'm looking forward to, you know, because now everybody's got to start being on the show because we've been missing some people lately.
Yep.
So they got to get everybody in there.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's Talking Smack, whether it's, you know, SmackDown, WWE exclusive, they got to find a way to get everybody that's going to have a part on the show involved. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Yeah. But it's that time. We take that turn. So J.Fields, what was your SmackDowner this week?
This is going to probably come in as a surprise. Now, while we did just agree that the interaction between Mojo Rawley and Dolph Ziggler was solid, because it was, I will say that I'm not excited about this Andre the Giant Battle Royal tournament, Battle Royal Memorial Battle Royal. I don't want it.
I'm gonna let you continue, but have you ever been excited for this match?
Well, because of what I thought it could do, them having it, I've been excited about it. But in past times, with the exception of maybe last year,
in the first year,
Cesaro one, yeah, it's like it's been a dud.
Yeah,
and I mean, truth be told, even the Cesaro one was a dud. Even though him winning it was good, it didn't push him any further up the card. Big Show winning it, that was a waste. And then Corbin wins, and he's the only one that's actually been able to kind of put him on another level.
Right.
So I just think this could be done somewhere else on another pay-per-view. Well, not at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to keep being an advocate for standard matches. I mean, like, battle royals are just, I mean, we've had so many freaking battle royals. If you just count the last 5 months on SmackDown alone, we've had tag team battle royals. We've had battle royals to determine who was going to be the number one contender for the WWE title. We just had
battle royals to see who's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Battle royals to see who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. We've had the Royal Rumble, which is essentially just a battle royal with another name. I mean, like, it's dead.
Yeah.
Stop. And now we're going to have another one at WrestleMania, and it's like, they're just not entertaining matches.
I wish they'd bring back the tag team. I'm not tag team, but the title. What's it called? The time clock thing. Like whoever pick, if you get pinned, beat the clock. Well, it's not beat the clock. It's like, say for instance, 8 guys in the ring or whatnot, and like say Dolph Ziggler and Mojo Rawley. Mojo Rawley was in the ring, and like if Mojo pinned Dolph Ziggler, Mojo's WWE champion to somebody else.
Oh, you're talking about the time limit match.
Time limit, time.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was it's like the championship scramble match.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's the name. I was trying to find the.
That was like my favorite match to play on like the SmackDown game.
Yeah, it was.
I hate they took that off.
Yeah,
like that was the match.
Yeah, I wish they would bring something like that back. Give SmackDown patience. Time. They'll probably include something different. To sling out, to stand out. But yeah, I wish they'd do something like that instead of the Battle Royal. Because like I said, that tag team, like you had once upon a time, Brian Kendrick was the WWE champion. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that, oh my God,
like he got a quick pin, like, and then like, I mean, in that way, like, it doesn't always have to be a fatal 4-way, anything like that. You set a time limit, you say 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever, and you let them run. And that whole match, whoever's got the title at the end of that time limit is the champion. Creativity. I mean, like, it's more creative. I mean, like, battle royals are so overdone in WWE. They do it for everything. Like you just said, a battle royal to determine who's going to be in the bigger battle royal. No, stop. A tag team battle royal. No. Like, do something else. I mean, this is WrestleMania we're talking about. And we're not even, by the time we get to WrestleMania, we will only have been maybe 2 months removed from the Royal Rumble. And that was crap. Yeah. The Royal Rumble was crap. Let's just be honest about it.
Oh, yeah.
So how am I going to get excited for another battle royal when the battle royal that you have, the Royal Rumble, was as much crap as it was? I mean, if I put it like this, if a Ty Dillinger doesn't win, or
the next rising star,
the next guy, the next big name, the next guy that you plan to build from, if they don't find a way to win, then it's no need to having it. And I mean, hopefully they don't put Braun Strowman in there. I mean, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with him for WrestleMania.
See, yeah,
but that would be horrible.
That'd be a waste.
That would be horrible to throw him in there and to give him the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, because then you're labeling it like, okay, only Giants can win. Why come you can't have a little guy win? Shawn Michaels has won Battle Royal before. Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble before. You've had other people that are not necessarily super heavyweights to win these battle royals. So stop using it as a way to project your next big guy onto the crowd. I mean, like, here's Braun another way.
Throw a swerve at the end, like have like one person, 2 people left, and at the end he think that's the last person, and now Jax come out there and eliminate his ass or some shit.
I mean, try that. I mean, anything at this point.
To sum it up, I mean, nobody really cares about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
No, and it's like,
it was a great idea, but it ain't doing nothing. It's kind of like the King of the Ring.
Well, the King of the Ring could be something they
use
use
it right. But that's what I'm saying. The Battle Royal can be. I mean, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal could be something that they could, you know.
I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, the two King of the Rings that stand out the most to me is the one that Bret Hart won, and then Jerry Lawler showed up, and then the other one is the one that Austin won. Yeah. I mean, those are the two King of the Ring tournaments that were the ones that projected somebody. And I mean, let's be honest. Even more modern, when Kurt Angle won, that was a pretty big deal.
I like
when Edge won.
Booker T won.
Because it actually projected them to the next level.
Right.
Booker T got back to the world title picture from winning the King of the Ring. Sheamus won the King of the Ring, and it did well for him. Even William Regal won.
Yeah.
And they were going to do something with him, but then I think he had like a drug infraction or something like that, like drug policy or something like that.
Yeah, he was awesome when he won too.
Yeah, he was killing it. He was killing it.
Him and Leia.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like a Squire or something.
So the fact that they completely scrapped that's kind of disappointing. But I mean, I'm not saying have a King of the Ring at WrestleMania, but just put another match in there.
Yeah.
Give us another match or do something different instead of a battle royal. Throwing people over the top rope, that shouldn't really be like this big thing to celebrate. Like it's 2017.
And a lot of people can't get no shine in that match. It's like, I mean, yeah, you get a moment about winning, but like, what's memorable about that match?
Well, I can tell you what's going to be memorable. The same thing that's memorable about every time they have one. The Villain's going to get eliminated. The Ascension's going to get eliminated. I mean, last year they brought Shaq out. And I mean,
that show did happen.
We don't want that.
We don't want to talk about
We don't want that. I know. I'm being absolutely honest when I say this. I don't want Shaq on anything WWE related. I don't want him guest hosting.
You had to clear the air because people actually thought you really wanted that.
Maybe there's somebody out there thinking that like I'm a big Shaq mark. I don't give a damn about Shaq. Him and his icy hot pads and his Oreos and none of the other crap commercials. I don't give a damn about Shaq. Let's just be honest about that. I don't want him anywhere near a WWE ring. I mean, find something better to do with our time, people. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I got. EJ.
Yeah.
What's your Smackdown, sir?
My Smackdown this week is the women's division.
That was almost my Smackdown.
We had a good thing going.
Yeah.
We had it going good. And then just when I thought, after just witnessing what happened on Raw about the triple threat match, which is basically the same match we got last year at WrestleMania, but swapping out Becky Lynch for Bayley, is that I'm thinking SmackDown, okay, hopefully, I said this, hopefully we just get a one-on-one matchup for the SmackDown title, women's title.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel Bryan, or was it Daniel Bryan? Yeah, Daniel Bryan came up with the idea to let her go against everybody, which is basically what, and remember the WrestleMania we was at 2014, AJ went through. She went against the whole roster.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically doing the same thing once again. And even though AJ still retained during that match, it's just the fact that I understand the Naomi thing probably threw a swerve on everything, the whole misdirection of what they was going for. But at the same time, it's like, I was actually curious, like this what you call it, blisteration?
Blisteration, yeah.
I was actually curious, like, who is she going to go for? Who is she going to go at? And I actually thought they was going to go lead into that Mickie James was going to just turn on her and say, hey, I'm who you facing next. But they kind of threw when they threw in everybody, I was even kind of alluded to the fact they was going to go with a fatal four-way, which, like I said, at the same time, I didn't want. I just wanted us to stand out. Let's not do the typical throw everybody in the ring shit and see who wins just to give everybody a WrestleMania moment.
Right.
Like, let two people showcase one-on-one that Trish and Lita moment and what we can do in this ring, type of thing. And the fact of the matter is, Raw been holding the torch of having these classic-ass one-on-one matches. I thought they was going to be the ring leader of making that happen, a one-on-one match for the title. But yet, instead of having this one-on-one match, you want to throw too many people in the ring at one time.
Yeah. Which
I already know, we probably get a return of Eva Marie or a return of Tamina Snuka, all these type of things. But, like, who out of all those people, who are we actually considering going to be champion?
I have thought about this. And this is the reason why I'm okay with it. We're going to book this. Okay. If they go with this, then job well done. So, it's either last week or the week before we were talking about Naomi and how, like, they could have put her in a triple threat match and still let her get the moment, or put her in the match, or had her still go in as the champion, or whatever the case might be, and she still get the moment. So this is what I'm thinking, and hopefully we can get this for real. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, because the way Daniel Bryan phrased it, and him saying any available SmackDown woman that's on the roster can go for the title, I'm thinking that's a way of them giving Naomi the opportunity to come down to the ring, get the quick pin without having to do any flips, without having to do anything special, win the title in her hometown, go off into the sunset as a champion. She should be healed up. I mean, like, she should be healed up.
I mean, she's doing tap-out commercials and stuff now, so I think she pretty,
she should be good to go. I think they just didn't want to take the risk of her having a one-on-one match. So this is a way to get her back in the spotlight. They're going to hold her off TV, have everybody thinking it's probably going to be just a four-way or something like that. And then Naomi comes out. She doesn't have to do that much because there's so many women involved. And then Naomi gets the chance to come out, hear her music play, win the title in her hometown. And then we come on the other side of SmackDown after WrestleMania. Naomi is the SmackDown Women's Champion for the second time. Book it! Book it!
But
do
you feel they're going to do that, or do you feel they're going to do this like a turmoil type match?
If they do a turmoil, then that's even better for Naomi.
I agree, especially if Alexa actually go through everybody, then Naomi come out and
she can be last. Yeah.
I mean,
if it's all of them in there at the same time, and then then the music hits midway through the match, and Naomi comes down to the ring, does her entrance mid-match. You know what I'm saying? Or the last SmackDown before the big show, Naomi comes back, and then now everybody's going into the show knowing that Naomi's good enough to compete. I mean, I think they could probably pull it either way.
But this is a part where when I said months ago that. Not saying, like I said, I was accepting it, I was cool with it, but this one I referred to the fact that this Becky and Alexa matches, they're gonna water the shit down. This is where it would have been a big fucking deal. They not had this match too many times, and they had the rematch at WrestleMania.
Right.
They had too many rematches. I can count on both hands how many times they had a rematch.
And then you got to count in the times when Alexa was dressed up as La Luchador, count the times that Becky was dressed up as La Luchador. Those matches still count as Becky versus Alexa.
I mean, I would have liked to be honest, I would have liked a good solid deal for, not saying just run with this, but like if they booked Natalya right and actually let them go in and put on a great match. I mean, like I said, basically when it's all said and done, I wanted a one-on-one match. I didn't want millions of people in the ring. That's my whole point. Like, they could have did anything. Mickey James versus Alexa.
Yeah, I would have taken that. I mean, truth be told, I don't think, and I'm probably going to get some heat for this. Yeah. Because we're getting heat now. The GTS podcast is getting heat, folks. Yeah. But I'm probably going to get heat for this, but I don't think there's any good way to book Natalya. I don't. I just think, just let her wrestle. Let her wrestle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because here it was. This is your opportunity to switch her back face last night.
Yeah.
And they didn't. No. That was their chance to, put her back in a face role because the heel thing ain't working. It hasn't worked. And they allowed Natalya to still be the heel to attack Becky Lynch. Hell, it was even an opportunity to turn Becky heel. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's a couple ways they could have did that. I mean, like, you got to find something. Give us something a little fresh with Natalya. I mean, like, just let her be lovable again. Because coming out of that Nikki Bella thing, how do you get out of that?
You can't.
Without any scars.
I mean, basically, like I said, it's just the fact that, I understand. Once again, I understand the Naomi thing threw a monkey wrench in their plans or whatever, but it's just like, you gotta have a better backup plan with this, man. Like, I just, kind of alluding to the fact that, they worked their ass off all year, and then like, okay, somebody gotta take an L this on WrestleMania. Everybody can't get a shine.
Right. Or even like, and the thing about it is, like, there are no real rules to like drafting or trading somebody. Clearly, because Raw has completely just gone against, like, they had a draft and drafted everybody that was supposed to draft. And then a couple weeks later, they're still pulling people up. Mm-hmm. Then Undertaker shows up, and then Undertaker goes to Raw, and now he's on Raw full time. And then Bayley shows up, and then Bayley's on Raw full time. So clearly there's no real true rules to when you can draft, when you can sign somebody from another show, or whatever the case might be. So if you saw Naomi, not going to be able to compete, That's your opportunity to bring Nia Jax over.
Yeah,
Let her compete.
Because I was just gonna say, like,
she doesn't have anything.
Now she has nothing going at WrestleMania,
and that's stupid to me.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like this is completely sidebar. I apologize, but like I'm tired of investing in people. I'm tired of investing in people, and then we get to where it could really pay off for them, and then they go the opposite direction. For months and months and months, I watched Braun Strowman walk around backstage demanding competition or else. He goes through Sami Zayn, completely demolishes the guy. He gets to Roman Reigns the first time they meet, and Roman wins. I didn't invest the last few months of my life being a Braun fan for him to get to the big match, the match that matters, and he's been whooping Roman ass every week. For him to lose when it counts.
The thing I got upset about, like I said, just like you said, sidebar, is when Roman took that power slam through the table, then he got thrown in the ring and got up immediately, hit a Superman punch, and leaned on the ropes like he just didn't get put through a table.
Right.
I mean, it's like they're overbooked. Now, this is not a Roman Reigns bash podcast. I'm not even trying to do that, but they're overbooking this strong shit too fast. I mean, like, just like you said, all this momentum Braun Strowman had. And all of a sudden,
it just gets snatched. It gets snatched. And that's how I feel about the Nia Jax thing, which is why I suggested that she come over to SmackDown and be the monster on SmackDown. I mean, because she should be going through everybody. Why haven't we gotten a Charlotte Nia Jax match? We've had her and Sasha all these times, and then Sasha gets it on that weird-ass cradle roll-up.
How you roll up a motherfucker that big?
I mean,
that's like Rey Mysterio doing a roll-up pin on Big Show.
Nia Jax should have been able to cough and break out of that damn pen that Sasha Banks got her with at Fastlane. Like, she could have been able to take a D. She should have been able to huff. Like, and that should have broke the pin.
She should have tossed her ass out of the ring with that huff.
It's ridiculous.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean.
I hate that.
But back to the fact of the matter.
That's not why we're here.
That's not why we're here. Just do better with this women division.
Get it off my chest.
Like I said, we had it right. We was doing it right. Everybody getting a shine, proper build. Everybody involved in their own storyline. All of a sudden, Naomi, just after she got hurt, and we were like, "Oh, what now?"
We don't know what to do.
You had 3 weeks. Naomi been hurt since what? February 6th. Yeah, and it's February. I mean, it's March 8th right now.
Yeah.
You had
4 weeks
to figure out. Okay, let's do it like college homework. I'm finna stay up all night and try to figure out until I wake. I'm not going to bed till I figure out what we're gonna do.
Right.
And it's kind of like 3 weeks from now, WrestleMania coming up, and we just gotta hurry up and do something. I mean, it's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
But you would think that was our smack in the face, but it's not. So J.Fields, I have a deep feeling that it's going to be another hot tag, but what is your smack in the face this week?
I mean, could it be anything other than what I'm about to say? My smack in the face is John Cena and Nikki Bella.
Hot tag.
Hot tag.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to be honest about it. The two of them in the ring is an absolute train wreck. It's a train wreck. It's bad. That match last night with Ellsworth and Carmella was horrible.
It was bad.
And I mean, I'm not really going to throw any shade to Ellsworth or Carmella because they were just in there to do what they were supposed to do. Yeah. This goes solely to Nikki Bella and John Cena.
Douchebag. We ain't called that in a long
time. To douchebag. This is not what I mean. The Miz is going to have to do what he does, and he's already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only thing about this build that I'm cool with is the fact that the Miz and Maurice are once again giving us another layer, giving us more, making us want more Miz and Maurice. I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Miz does is good. But as far as the side with John Cena and Nikki Bella, this match was just poorly put together. Like, I know we were supposed to make it look like Ellsworth was afraid. Carmella was trying to push him to do it. But the fact that I had to sit through a double 5-knuckle shuffle,
awful,
a double attitude adjustment, and a double STFU fearless lock whatever they want to call it. Like, it's the same freaking move. It's I don't want that. I don't want it. Because, I mean, they're not a tag team. These folks have been together for years now, and they've not even looked at each other on the screen. They've not even been in the same camera shot until 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't try to make it seem like these folks just that tight with each other, or that they've been doing this all along. It doesn't even come off like they're really together. They can't even hug correctly in the ring.
They can't. I mean, yeah.
Like, everything just looks bad. Their interactions with each other. Like, Nikki Bella seems like she's so caught up in the fact that she just loves some John Cena.
Yeah.
That she can't even focus on having a good match. Like, that 5-knuckle shuffle that she threw last night was the worst one I've seen. And this is me saying a whole lot. John Cena throws it better. Let's just be honest about it. He hit. No, can't say that either. John Cena delivers the 5-knuckle shuffle better than Nikki Bella did last night.
There you go.
There we go.
I'll roll with that.
I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't good. No. Hot tag. And I'm probably gonna after we get this done, I'm probably gonna get back in the ring with a chair, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. This had bad written all over it. The only thing to say this whole complete segment was The Miz and Maurice. I mean, basically, when that music hit before the match started, I actually got a little happy. I'm like, okay,
Me too.
I can actually sit through this and wait for the happy ending. You know what I'm saying? So, but just like you pointed out, man, I mean, it just seemed like they don't even have their chemistry down packed. I mean, you would think somebody who's been together for so long would come off organic in the ring. And, like, Miz pretty much hit a home run with this whole segment. Like, y'all look fake as hell.
Yeah.
You see how Miz and Maurice come down the ring, they look like they're together. They're glued to each other. Their timing with kisses and hugs. I mean,
yeah,
it's real. With John Cena and Nikki Bella, it looks like, okay, the camera's on us, let's kiss.
They ain't even come down together.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. I was like, okay, I'm thinking both of them gonna come down. And you already know probably Wrestlemania ain't gonna do it, but, like, it's just the fact that they're in the ring and, like, she's like looking to his eye, okay, kiss me. And he's still, ready, throwing up his hustle, Lord, respect shit. Like, dude, she thirsty as hell for a kiss. Kiss the motherfucker, please. Like, she looks desperate right now.
Right.
It just looks so bad. Like,
it looks bad.
Like I said, that chemistry, it's like, even with that 5-knuckle shuffle, you would think, say, okay, we're going to both hit this 5-knuckle shuffle.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, at the same time. Get ready. When she just ran to the ring and jumped and just stopped, like, what I do now? Oh, jump down? Okay, fist. But I'm like, come on, man. Like,
they weren't even, the bodies weren't even side by side or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, Nikki Bella's on one side of the ring, Cena's on the other side of the ring, and it's like, how did they even get that in the camera shot? It was that bad. Like, no, stop. Just stop.
And don't even get me started on Tonga. This is real power couple right here. Like, shut your ass up. Like, come on. I mean, but back to the match. I mean, it's just like you pointed out. Ellsworth and Carmella did what they supposed to do. There's no blame at all on them. They job like they supposed to. And the fact that John Cena got in the ring and acted all aggressive, like he about to kick James Ellsworth's ass and shit. Like, I mean, he tried to sell the shit, but, like, I mean, I was just ready for it to be over because it was just bad. I mean, it'd probably be better WrestleMania, but like I said, that'd be solely on the Miz and Maurice for selling that.
Right.
But, like, man,
that wasn't good.
That was the crappiest shit on the show.
It wasn't good. And the thing about it is that if this is their way of getting ready for WrestleMania, they got a whole lot of getting ready to do.
I mean, I'm seeing, like I said, I follow the Miz and Maurice on Instagram. I see them training and working out, lifting weights, dancing, actually being a couple, and actually in sync. This shit with Ellsworth with John Cena and Nikki Bella, like I said, it just looks all fake. It's like it's an act.
Yeah.
It's like on some Kanye West and Kim Kardashian shit, because, like, Kanye be looking like he sometimes can give a fuck what Kim doing. That's how it looks. Like, Kim be like, okay, the camera's on, let's kiss. Let's kiss. And, like, Miz just preached a whole sermon on Talking Smack, pretty much talking about this. Like, man, it's so fake. It's like a robot.
Yeah.
He said, I love Nikki Bella. Kiss her. Like, For real. I mean,
he went in. If you didn't see Talking Smack this week.
Oh, the clip is on the GTS Podcast page. Please go and click on it.
Miz on Talking Smack.
8 minutes of gold.
Yeah, he went in.
But yeah, that was my smack in the face. That was your smack in the face.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I'm not even interested in this whole storyline, but like the only thing that pulls me in is Miz and Maurice. So, but y'all gotta make me care about this. I mean, maybe next week we'll get the Miz and Maurice versus Carmella and Ellsworth, and they'll do a way better job. Maybe we see the French kiss. We ain't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Or maybe they'll just give Maurice a warm-up match against like one of those little jobbers that they were giving Carmella.
I would love that.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing not Carmella, but I wouldn't mind seeing Maurice get a match. You know, that's a good build. I mean, I'm with that all the way. But I mean, Cena's not a very good actor. Nikki Bella's not a very good actor. And like Miz said, I mean, they don't get multiple takes like they can on, you know, Talking Smack to nail it. You know what I'm saying? You get one shot. It's live TV. And that's one thing that we ain't ever seen John Cena do. Is being a love story on WWE. So I'm pretty sure he's like uncomfortable as hell. And he can't John Cena his way out of this one.
Nah.
Like, it's either going to look good or it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And right now it looks terrible.
Just like I said, it's just like Mia said, it's messing up his brand because he's doing this for his brand. Like, people think that he's just as hard as he doesn't love Nikki, and now he's showing it, and he's doing a bad job of showing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
whatever this leads to, if this is just a match that they're trying to do just to give, you know, them a spot on the card, I mean, okay. But then after that, John Cena goes back to being regular old John Cena. Nikki Bella goes back to being regular old Nikki Bella. I mean, if this is not something that's going to continue beyond WrestleMania, it's pointless anyway.
And I bet you this is all being filmed for their damn show.
More than likely. I mean, I'm willing to bet the farm.
And she's like, oh my God, I'm so excited that me and John get to work together at WrestleMania. Oh my God. That's what's going to go.
Yeah, pretty much. You wrote that whole season right
there.
Now I don't have to watch it. Wasn't going to anyway.
I'm not watching Total Bellas anyway. I'm going to know it with Daniel Bryan as well, so I don't want to see no Bellas or no Danielsons.
Don't even get me started on that guy. But nevertheless. Is that it for the review?
That would do it for the review.
All right.
So let's get into these near falls. You got one?
I got one.
I got one too. What you got?
My near fall is that we said a week or so ago to keep Dean and Corbin apart. Mm-hmm. And I like the way that it went. It was kind of predictable with Ambrose being the aggressor to try to come out and go after Corbin. I kind of saw it going that way. Didn't really see how it was going to eventually end up backstage, though, with Corbin getting the one up. But like this, with Ambrose having to play up the injury, that's going to at least buy them some more time to keep them out of the ring with each other to where now we'll get that one-on-one match, hopefully, for the first time at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title.
Basically, probably Ambrose just coming surprising him in the ring. You know, like while Corbin's having a match and he come in, sneak in, and beat his ass a little bit or whatever. But that's pretty much my near fall as well. I mean, keep him away. But the thing I wanted to talk about is like, not saying I'm disappointed, but I'm a little let down to the fact that, you know, I for the last couple of WrestleManias, I've been loving this
Intercontinental
ladder match, you know, and we're not going to get that this year. And I actually like that, you know, especially if it was on Smackdown, they have plenty of talent that could be involved in the match. Right. You have Dean Ambrose, of course. You have Baron Corbin. You have Dolph Ziggler. You have Luke Harper, of course. And like I said, we can get no Luke tonight. This sucks. You have all these guys, you know, that can be involved in that match, and it would have been a great match. But like, you know, I still dig the IC program they have going. Mm-hmm. I don't even know, like, can you refer to the fact that did Baron Corbin even say, "I want the title"?
He did. He said he was going to not only beat his ass, but he was coming for his title.
Okay.
So it is, and now the title's in the forefront as well. He was like, you ought to be willing to wait for this beatdown. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to take everything.
Right,
I'm going to take your title and everything. Yeah.
So, you know, like, it's just like, we are getting this title match at WrestleMania. So it kind of, like I said, it's kind of just pretty much like, all right, well, we got the title matches set in place. So everybody else, jumping in Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and that's kind of like damn, it sucks. But I mean, like I said, I was accustomed to these other matches because they've been pretty much show stealers.
Right.
Like the last couple of years, because of the first year Daniel Bryan won.
Daniel Bryan
won,
and then the Rival won last year.
Yeah, so I mean, like they've been good,
and they took the place of like the Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
you know, exactly. And that's the thing, like that was our Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah,
because that gave the guys that opportunity, and then they took Money in the Bank and turned it into his own pay-per-view. And honestly, I wouldn't mind having the Money in the Bank ladder match back at WrestleMania. Just have a ladder match, Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, and then you can still have a pay-per-view, you know, July, August, or whenever you want to have it. Like, I mean, give me more of stuff like that to where the unpredictability, you know. What if you got two Money in the Banks walking around?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They can have like a, just like a gold case.
Yeah.
You know, like Steph used to carry around like, hey, any show, whichever one you want to go to, anytime.
And then you can still have your pay-per-view later on in the year. And if the other guy hadn't cashed in the mean you just got two Money in the Banks walking around on one show. I mean, I think that would be pretty damn interesting.
Yeah, that'd be interesting as hell.
Book it. But you're not.
You're not gonna do that.
I mean, I don't want this battle royal. I'm over battle royal. I mean, I've seen so many people thrown over the top rope in the last 5 months to where, like, if I never see it again, I'll be okay.
I'll be fine.
I'll be okay.
Well, yeah, that was my, like I said, that was my near fall as well.
Yeah. I think that was. I don't think there was anything else worth mentioning. I think we talked about everything else.
I mean,
poor Chad Hawkins. I mean, if you want to discuss that, I mean,
I'm still missing. I mean, like, I'm missing some Usos. Like,
I mean, I miss the Usos. I miss Harper. I miss Bray.
I mean, that was like the worst cliffhanger ever. Like, you give us that awesome ass promo, and then they're not even on TV for the last 2 weeks.
They should at least be doing like some backstage segments or something, some clips of showing us them out in the world or something, doing something.
I think I looked it up on the source I look at, and like they said, the American Alpha had a dark match. And like I said, I will give SmackDown credit on this, is the fact that, you know, everybody, they don't try to cram too much in the show.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you do miss it, but like they don't just cram unnecessary shit in the show. Like, we didn't have to have American Alpha because the focus wasn't on that. We give the women some shine, give them the IC title some shine, and the main title some shine.
True. You
know what I'm saying? So next week we could probably look at no IC title. We probably get, I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that we're getting the Usos and American Alpha build because that's going to be the WrestleMania match automatically. We already know.
Right. And we'll probably get Luke. I'm sure we'll get Bray.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get all the stuff that we didn't get because now the thing is kind of taking form now.
I definitely don't want no Luke Harper and Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Definitely. No. Hell no. No.
He's probably gonna get that though. What else could they do?
That's not fair.
Who else is left? Who else is on the card that's left?
It's just
on the SmackDown roster that's left that they would give time to. I think he's gonna be in there.
That's not cool. I'd rather him not even be involved. I
wouldn't mind him winning it though if he's gonna be in it.
He's too good for that, man.
I fully agree.
That's the only thing.
I felt like Cesaro was too good for it too.
Well, I mean, no, we already knew Cesaro was too good for that match, but at the time, that's who we wanted. That's who should have won because he was already involved in that tag team match before the Andre the Battle Royal. Did they lose? No, they didn't.
They didn't win. He was a Real American.
That's when he was
not Real American.
No, that was Real American. He was with Jack Slater.
The Real Americans, and they lost that match.
Yeah. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's the show. So tune in next week. Next week we'll be joining the RBU on their 150th episode of RBU. You'll hear the voices of SmackDown on the same show. I don't know. Should we do a joint, a Raw and a SmackDown podcast, or should we do it separately? I guess we'll talk about that.
Yeah. And we going live next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. We might as well just do a joint review, Raw and SmackDown review. We can, I don't know. We have to talk. We have to try to make that interesting.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
But tune into that next week. If you haven't checked out the Fastlane RBU podcast that just posted this week, check it out. They're pretty good and entertaining.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stir for always going off. I always look forward to the F-bombs he drops. It's very entertaining. And check out that. MWT, Lace 'em Up, Studio Flow, Equal Opposites, Mac and D, all that other stuff on 1515 now. Go to the GTS Podcast page on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, subscribe, and review all that other type of stuff on YouTube. We need to get them views up so we can go live more often. Might even give you some extra content just for the hell of it, just because of the fact that we just want to talk wrestling. We love to talk wrestling. Look forward to all that type of stuff. And until next week, this is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields. I'm 31 now.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday! They gave you a shout out on RBU because they recorded it on your birthday.
Indeed.
But J.Fields just had a birthday. Shout out to my brother. Happy birthday again.
Thank you, sir.
And until next week, once again, this is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
And we out this bitch. Holla.